Hello, good morning. Hello,
Good morning, sir.
good morning,
Morning, sir.
everyone. Good morning, good morning.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, because we are meeting after noon. Okay, so you could hear my voice very clearly, all of you. Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the board also is visible to you, I suppose, isn't it? Yes or no? Is it visible or not? Is the
Visible, sir.
okay?
Visible.
So last time we had begun the poem that is The Tale of Custard, the Dragon by Ogden Nash. Remember? Remember or forgot? Do you remember something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, but only one reply is coming. Very good. So we had begun with the poem, and many of you had given the introduction and the summary of the poem in your own words. It was beautifully described by many students in the class. So I hope the theme and the message of the poem is very, very clear. But if anyone is there who had not joined the previous class, who missed it due to some reason, so he can recollect it, he can recall it by a quick recap of the poem. And for that, before we begin, just quick recap of the poem, whatever we read, okay? And then we shall continue it from wherever we left. That is the stanza number fourth. Stanza number fourth we shall begin once the recap is done. So let's talk about first of all the theme of the poem. Yes, so what do you think? What is the theme of the poem? Any one of you? Any one of you? What is the theme of the poem? Raise your hand. Any one of you want to answer? Theme of the poem. Raise the hand. So Charvi is there. Anyone else? Any other? No one else? Yes, Charvi. What is the theme of the poem?
Sir, the theme of the poem is that we should never underestimate anyone, and until and unless because we only get to know the real potential of anyone of someone only when there is a problem in front of us, and also we get to know that a real friend is only the one who helps in our problems or adversities.
Okay. So we must not underestimate. Then the true friendship or faithfulness or loyalty of someone is known only in difficulty, only in adversity. And then you can also say that it is about timidness and heroism. Heroism, bravery, boldness, courage, and also timidness. So yes, beautifully Chavi has said the theme. Clear everybody now? Understood what is the theme of the chapter, theme of the poem?
Yes, sir.
This is heroism, bravery, or timidness. At the same time, do not underestimate anyone, and a true identity of someone, true personality or identity of someone comes only in bad situation or any adversity. So that's about the theme of the poem. Now, if we talk about the characters, who are the characters? So the main character is Belinda, a little girl. Belinda lived in a white house, and in the house she had many pets. So the names of her pets are written here. So she had one kitten whom she called Ink, a mouse which was called Blink, a dog which was compared to Mustard, a sharp and pungent as Mustard, and dragon was called with the name Custard. And out of the four, the dragon is described as a timid animal, a very low, fragile, timid animal that likes to live only in the cage. He is so much afraid, frightened that all the time wants to sit and spend his days in the safe cage. Whereas kitten, mouse, dog, three of them boast of their bravery. They talk about their heroism, that we are so brave, and if there is any difficult situation or condition, dangerous condition for their honor, Belinda, they could do anything for her. But actually, when a pirate had climbed and entered inside Belinda's house. All these pets who boasted of their bravery, their courage, they all escaped. They did not support, they did not face the pirate. Whereas the dragon, Custard, which was called a very timid, which was perceived a very, very timid and fragile animal, he showed his real identity and bravery, courage, and he fought with the pirate and gulped the whole pirate. And that's how his bravery was, his real identity was established. And then later on, the other pets, they started giving excuses. They said only the situation was very confusing. We did not understand what to do, what not to do. Therefore, we could not face the pirate. Actually, they were hiding their fear. They were frightened. They only were good for talking, not for the action. Whereas the dragon, which acted low, but when it was a dangerous situation, he proved really to be a true companion, true pet of Belinda. Yes, so till here we had seen and we had discussed many of the poetic devices also, whatever we encountered here in the three stanza: simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, alliteration, assonance, consonance, whatever was there, we had repetition, anaphora, we had discussed them. And last time Naira Qureshi was reading. Today we continue from paragraph number stanza number 4. All of you on page number 129. Are you there all? Now who wants to read? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, those who want to read. Raise your hand. No one is interested in reading? Okay, only one girl is there. What others are doing? Rest of you, you are sleeping or you do not have book. So pay attention, listen carefully, understand. Charvi, read stanza number 4.
Yes, sir. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage.
Okay, very good. So the fourth stanza is: Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. Barrel means, what is the meaning of barrel? Anyone? Any kind of drum, container?
Container.
Yes, any kind of container or drum for filling the liquid or anything. So Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. Means to say she was very much brave without fear. So Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. So what do you think, which poetic device has been used here in this line? Any one of you?
Simile.
Simile. Which one?
Simile.
Which one? Say the example simile. Belinda.
As brave as.
Yes. So Belinda has been compared with a barrel. So simile. Very good. What else? One more is there? One more?
Custard is
Assonance.
compared to tiger.
Yeah. Which one? Didn't get.
Resonance.
Assonance. Say louder. One of you. Which one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Assonance.
So one is simile and second one is assonance. That is the repetition of vowel sound. Very good. One more. One more is there. Barrel full of bears. What is barrel full of bears?
Alliteration.
A barrel full of bears. Okay. Alliteration also is there. Yes.
Hyperbole.
Yes. So alliteration and hyperbole, that is called exaggeration. So all this, see in one line, all the four poetic devices have been used. So it is assonance, repetition of vowel sound; alliteration, repetition of the sound, consonant sound or any sound; and hyperbole, that is the exaggerating. Exaggeration is done here. Barrel full of bears, that is the container which is full of bear. There is no limit. It is filled to the core of its limit. So that's exaggeration. And ink and blink chase lions down the stairs. So ink and blink are compared. They are said to be very brave animals. They chase the lions. So don't you think here also exaggeration is used? They chase the lion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again they are exaggerating. A mouse and a kitten, how would they chase the lion? But still the poetess has said that. So exaggeration again used here. Lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage. So the dog also is compared to be a tiger, very brave. So Mustard was as brave as a tiger. So here, which poetic device used here? Simile or metaphor? Which one? Mustard was as brave as a tiger. Simile or metaphor?
Simile.
Yes, simile.
Simile.
Tiger in a rage. But Custard cried for a nice, safe cage. But Custard, the dragon, he all the time cried for a nice, safe cage. That means he was frightened, he was afraid all the time, and therefore liked to spend his time in the safe cage. He did not feel safe when he was outside of the cage. Clear the stanza? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next stanza. Next stanza, I am reading it and one of you will explain to the class. So it goes like this. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, blink and mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the Realio Trulio cowardly dragon. Yes. So who is going to explain that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, any one of you? No one? Naira is there. Okay, very good. Yes, so Naira is going to explain first. So wherever you get stuck, I'm there to help you, no problem. Yes, Naira. And rest, all of you listen carefully.
Blinda could tickle the dragon without any reason, and um, uh, and she called him. She called the dragon as Percival, and mm, so that's only the thing
Okay.
I'm getting.
Okay, okay, no problem. Very good. Yes, who else? Who else? You were right. Who else? Who else? Raise your hand. Charvi. Yes, go ahead.
So in this para, Belinda, Ink, Blink, and Mustard are making fun of Custard. Belinda, it is said that Belinda tickled Custard unmercifully, and Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival and teased him, and they all sat laughing on him because he was considered coward.
Okay, so Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmercifully. All the time, Belinda tried to make the dragon active, energetic, because he behaved very low. All the time, the dragon was a lethargic creature. He liked to sleep, sit all the time in the cage. Therefore, Belinda always unmercifully she used to tickle him, pinch him, trouble him, so that he could be a little more active, energetic. At the same time, Ink and Blink,